So I'm just doing this little introduction because when we filmed all of the footage of my lesson on Twiggy, we didn't really do much pieces to the camera like this. So I thought it'd be good to just set it up a little bit, doing this little intro. Um, so obviously you guys know that I'm now sponsored by MRW International, which is a equestrian company that's run by Michelle Walker. She covers every aspect of horses, from breeding to dealing to producing liveries, competition liveries, and this recent, well, she's done it before, but it's more of it's been more pushed a bit more now, is her because she's got the horses to do it, is her offering advanced lessons for advanced riding, to be able to up your riding skills. So if you've got to so for me personally, I'm at a kind of a crossroads with my riding. So although treacle is coming up through the levels, and she's improving, you know, there's a certain stage where I need to upskill as well. So this is perfect, and there's loads of riders who are in the same situation, that their horses are at a certain level and they want to go up to the next level. So so it's a perfect opportunity. I'm so grateful to Michelle for doing this for me. And yeah, it's so important to be able to feel as a rider what you need to be achieving, and this is the perfect opportunity. So now I can transfer the skills that I'm learning on Twiggy, and I did ride another horse of hers before I got treacle, Daphne, and to understand that level of suppleness, that level of threeness over the back, how that actually feels, will then transfer to treacle, so that I'll hopefully be able to say, okay, well, I want to feel what I felt on Twiggy on you. So come on, let's create it. Let's get this nice and supple, etc., etc. So it was just a fab time. I absolutely love it at Michelle's place. It's so calm, and she's just such a great trainer. She's just, it's hard to explain actually. She, all of a sudden, at the end of your lesson, you're doing things that you just didn't even think you could do. But she didn't push you, or she doesn't, it just seems to happen naturally, because she's just getting you to think about where you are, what your body's doing, and it's only very subtle movements. So I've been lucky with Michelle, because when I got treacle, she was my first trainer who I went to, and so she's trained treacle and myself the way she trains her horses. So actually everything that we went through in the lesson, it was familiar to me. So I knew how Twiggy was going to respond, because she's trained treacle in the same way. So it was really good. And it was just a really great experience. So I can really recommend it. If you're a dressage rider, and you're wanting to feel the more advanced movements, you're wanting to understand weight aids, because it's not easy to do that on a green horse. They're just not trained yet. So to be on a horse that understands the whole stepping into your stirrup, weight changing, weight shifting, and then they actually do as you ask. And Twiggy's great as well, so she's a great teacher, because if you don't do it in the right way, if you don't ask in the right way, she won't do it. And she shows Michelle that she's not happy with her ears, etc., her facial expressions. So Michelle knows straight away if I'm doing something, if I did something, I should say. So if it was hanging onto the right rein, which I do have a tendency to do, Michelle was like, I can tell you're doing that just because of the way Twiggy's reacting. So she's showing me up, basically. So, but you need that. You need that. You need to have that that whole picture. There's no point to keep going round and round doing the same stuff and keep getting the same results. You need to step out your comfort zone and just see. It could have all gone to pieces. I could have, made a real fool of myself. She might have been too hot for me or too powerful. And, she is a hot, powerful horse. But I think because I spent this last 12 months on treacle, 12 months ago, before I'd ridden treacle, I wouldn't have been able to handle anything like Twiggy. Definitely not. So it's a good testimony to how much treacle has actually improved my riding, how much she has taught me to stay in the saddle and also taught me to relax on a hot horse and lower your energy. So Michelle and I have spent a lot of time doing that. So I understood that, keeping your energy low. At the start of the lesson, you'll see when I got on her, Michelle told me to lower myself really gently into the saddle because Twiggy can react. And obviously I'm used to that with treacle. So yeah, it was getting on a hot horse. I wasn't fazed by that, which, 2 years ago I'd have been worried about that kind of thing. So it's great to see the improvements. And yeah, so okay, I'm going to stop rambling now, and what I'll do is I'll link this to the start of the vlog. There's going to be a bit of voiceover in the vlog as well because the wind was too much and you couldn't actually hear what Michelle was saying, so I'm going to voice over that. And then there's a point in time when Alex, who was with me filming, he comes and stands with Michelle, so you can actually hear part of the lesson, which is great. I really wanted to capture that for you guys, so you can actually hear her style and how she helps me, and just see the whole journey really. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, we'll just crack on.
Hey, boo.
So this is Twiggy, and she's 16 10 years old, and she is homebred by Michelle. She's by Kirafino Quainton, Kidam de Revel. Her training is to medium advanced level, and she's got most of the lateral movements established, and the 2-time changes are just being developed. Twiggy is not only an amazing dressage horse, but she's an excellent show jumper too. She's very powerful and very scopy. She has a very impressive past in the fact that her sire, Kirafino Quainton, was ridden by our own world-class rider Ben Mayer. So when Michelle told me that, I was very, very impressed, because, you know, it's not every day you get to ride on something with such great and classy breeding. So yeah, Ben Mayer, who had success on the show jumping circuit on her sire, so that's a really interesting fact. Her grandsire is Kidam de Revel, who topped the World Breeding Federation for sport horses. He produced top-class talent with more than 30 approved sons in Germany, and 11 offspring competed in the London Olympics 2012. So he's got plenty of talent, and obviously Twiggy was absolutely stunning and amazing to ride. She, you could just feel that you had class underneath you. She was just supple and just felt so nice. So here we're just figuring out a nice little shot of the rainbow there, Alex. Very, very nice. Yeah, so here we were just figuring out how much contact to take, which was very minimal. You'll see through the whole of the video, the contact that I have is minimal on her. And it was just getting used to keeping myself quiet and just keeping us as balanced as possible in the saddle, because Twiggy, as soon as you messed about in the saddle, as soon as you did something, she's so sensitive, she really reacted to it. So yeah, it was a great lesson in keeping yourself balanced and straight and not overriding, which is something that I'm learning not to do.
Right there. Good girl.
Well, I'm saying, even though she was going across, I could see you wanted to do something.
Yeah.
With your legs. But it didn't move it. More.
Right, you pop into sitting trot and stay on that circle. No more bend than that. So what she's going to do, she's going to work round us in a minute. Okay, so we're going to have to be your centre bit. Yeah? Okay. Keep your eyes on Twiggy, keep your eyes on Twiggy. Okay, now turn your body a little bit and feel like she's moving her quarters round you. Tweak that inside rein a little more. Inside, yeah. Keep your energy up, Karen. Tweak that inside rein. You're going to have to come a little smaller to use the quarters a little bit. That's it. Turn. Yeah, turn. It's not that we can really sort of see it from here, but you should be able to feel a little bit of something.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and straighten up. Straighten now. Yes. Good. Good. Slip you. Again. Little flexion to the inside. Good. Turn. Turn. Keep your energy up. Keep going. Come on. Keep your energy up. Good. Good. And straighten. Straighten. Move it forward. And let's change your rein in this small area. Just look where you feel where you want to go. That's it. Don't turn your head. Off the outside rein. Off it. You're locking your arm. Hands closer together. And back on the circle up here. Think Charlotte now. Keep your head up. Right. Woo. It's a nice trot. Okay. Little flexion to the inside. Remember where we are. I think we'll come up here a little bit. Good. Good. There we go. She's doing it for you. Keep that little flexion. Little flexion. Now you're drifting away a bit. Straighten up. Straighten up. So to get it, you're going to have to, you need on a smaller circle. Yeah. Little inside flex. Work round us. Turn. Tweak inside hand, lift it up. Lift it up. Yeah, let her do the work. Lift it up. Lift it up. Lift it up. Good. 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 Turn. Think turn. There. She'll follow the rein. Brilliant. You feel it? Got it. Got it. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Good girl.
And straighten up. Good girl. Excellent. Okay, I'm back to walk.
I'm walking.
Are you walking now? Fabulous. Is she good?
Mind blown.
I love that. I mean, that's quite advanced. And I love how, again, you just, right, I'm on it, I can feel this. And
Yeah.
then you went with it.
That felt that so nicely there.
Yeah.
I felt like a hoop was coming really underneath. Like I could feel the whole leg.
Yeah.
Like, and then pushing the bend just felt nice, and the energy was. I just felt like I could lift her up.
Yeah.
That,
That is created from the floor. Do you know that?
yeah.
That's what I
You've
do.
done that on the groundwork.
Yeah, with the groundwork. And then when you come to the ring, then you start to follow what you want. And
Yeah.
it's just easier for the rider.
Yeah.
And the horse is so supple. That was really,
I didn't.
really,
I've not touched
really
this
nice.
horse, so I've not touched this horse with my ankles, my leg, my lower leg, in all of this session.
So what has she gone off then? Your energy?
Feeling.
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Just the feel,
Yeah.
just the intention. I want to do the mind. I want to do this. I want to go that way. I'm looking with my eyes, but I'm not tilting my head. And I just feel
Yeah.
her.
She's following your weight aid,
Yeah.
which is very supple through your hips, obviously your head, your hips, and your legs. So depending where you slightly are with that, and obviously very supple down your rein. And how still did your hands need to be?
It was just like
Immense.
immensely still, but remembering where. So rather than the whole keeping your hands quiet, because you don't have to do anything with your hands other than keep them in the right position.
Yes.
So that's a whole new concept for me.
Yeah.
Just to keep them. Although I
Yeah.
must admit, my left hand is behaving itself a little bit better than normal.
Yeah, your left, I haven't actually said anything. It's
No.
been, I think it's been your right, where your hand, you've been sitting a little bit low. Your fingers are out, so you feel you're doing nothing. But with her, she still follows that rein
Yeah.
because of how.
So it's interesting. It's my right hand. It's normally my left hand, and Paul. I think the last time I had an issue with it, Paul said, if you don't lift that hand up, I'm literally going to throw a brick at it. That was what he said.
Well,
Work well with
well,
threats of violence.
yeah. Well, you can see how what you see on your video. You know, your hands are up there, and you've got some really good footage there.
Yeah.
Really, really good. I mean,
She's a good girl.
you were so, you were up there. You just everything was just going where
Yeah.
it needed to be.
Yeah.
And it is, it's all about harmony and
Yes, that's what I felt.
just
Like
floating.
we're in
Oh,
tune.
she's just floating around, which is really nice. All right, let's walk on.